So today I want to run you through 5 mistakes that's keeping you fat, okay? These 5 mistakes I made earlier in my sort of fitness career, and having transformed 3,000 plus time-strapped men, this is the sort of data that's coming back and it's slowing people down, it's not getting the results that you're probably looking for, all right? So with that being said, I'll dive into it straight away. So number 1 is, I can remember when I first got into fitness, I used to always sort of consume this and eat too much of these sort of things, thinking it's healthy, I'm gonna get in shape, it's fine, but I didn't really get anywhere. And that's what's slowing a lot of you down now, is consuming the wrong foods, thinking they're healthy, okay? Things like, let's say for example, orange juice. When I used to finish the gym, I used to drink like a pint of orange juice thinking it's like great, vitamin C, it's great for you. But the amount of shit and the sugar in there, it's not going to get you in shape, it's just going to increase your waistline. Some other things that you're probably over consuming that you think's healthy are things like peanuts. Like, if you're probably like me, you can snack on peanuts all day, can't you? They're crunchy, they're nice. But look, if you're over consuming peanuts, it's like 9 calories per gram of peanut. So like a good handful of peanuts, you know, it could be like 500-600 calories. And you're sort of just smashing away thinking they're healthy, but it's not. You're not gonna lose weight or get leaner on stuff like this. If you're over consuming that, over 2 or 3 meals, over a week, over a month, your weight's not coming down, you're wondering what's sort of happening. For example, when you eat out, you don't know what it's cooked in. It's cooked in like seed oils, vegetable fat, a lot of shit, right? So you can probably add 200 calories just through the oil they're cooking in. That's why I like to cook most of my stuff at home. Also with oils, if you're putting like a massive tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of oil with your food, loads of butter, this is adding up at the end of the sort of day and at the end of the week. So you've got to be careful of those sort of things. So those sort of foods are really holding you back. Like, there's so much calories in them and it catches you off guard. Another thing that's keeping a lot of guys out of shape and not improving their body composition is just doing too much cardio. Most of the guys that we sort of coach are in their sort of 40s, 50s, and they've predominantly been doing cardio most of their life. They've been into sports, football, rugby, you know, whatever it is, cricket, biking. So that's all they pretty much know, and that's all they sort of revert to when they want to get in shape. But, however, cardio, by the way, is good. Like, it's good for the mind, good for the heart, good for the lungs, but it's not going to get you into shape with past 40. It's not going to get you lean, harder, feeling better, stronger, looking better, higher testosterone, improve your metabolism. It's not quite going to do that. So that's a big mistake people are making, is they're doing too much cardio, okay? The next one is more sort of mindset. A lot of guys I speak to will say, oh, I've lost motivation, or I'm not quite motivated, I need some motivation from somewhere. Well, as a matter of fact, that's not actually what you're searching for, it's not what you're struggling with, because you're probably a family man, doing well in your career, so it's not motivation you're looking for, okay? It's actually discipline. It's not motivation, it's actually discipline. For example, men operate better sort of, let's say, under pressure, or you turn stress into pressure. I like more pressure, to be honest. So if I'm trying to do something, the more sort of pain you got to go through, the more discipline you're going to create. And what I mean by that is, guys perform more in a state of pain, for example. If someone comes to me and says, oh, I need to lose weight, then I keep asking them, why do you need to lose weight? And then we get further down the conversation, they're like, oh, my dad died 2 weeks ago because he had a heart attack. Or I've got a high blood pressure, my doctor said, if this high blood pressure don't go down, then I might not be around long enough to see my kids. This is what I mean by pain, okay? So it's not motivation, it's you need to put yourself into a state of feeding off that pain. So when you don't want to do stuff, it's not you're not motivated, it's because you need to create a bit of discipline. To create that discipline, all you need to do is just doing 1 or 2 things a week. Just get up an hour earlier, go for a walk like you didn't used to. These are creating disciplines, and after a while, you'll then get into the routine, and then it's not motivation that you think you're craving. It's actually because you're very undisciplined, you've got no reason why, okay? Last one is, this is probably the biggest one, thing that's making most guys fat or not get in shape is not doing strength training. This is the biggest, probably the biggest one. Obviously we've got food we spoke about as number 1, but strength training, when you get in your 40s, your testosterone can decrease by about 1.2%, okay, every year. That's including your metabolism, okay? Now, when you get to your 60s, your skeletal muscle mass can decrease by, it's around 20 to 25%, okay? And that's quite a lot. That's if you're not strength training and taking care of yourself, by the way. Now, when your skeletal muscle mass starts coming down, you obviously start getting a bit more feeble, brittle bone disease. You can actually get Alzheimer's, certain types of cancer, immobility. And this is obviously not where we want to go. It might be a little way away from you yet. You might be in your 40s or early 50s, but it comes around very quick, okay? If you're not strength training now, then you're gonna massively pay the price when you get a little bit older, okay? 3 times a week, 45 minutes, focus on compound exercises, work the big muscle groups, like your squats, your overhead presses, your bench presses, your deadlifts, your bent over rows, big muscle groups. You try and get as strong as possible, and you get leaner, you have higher testosterone, better cognitive performance, higher sex drive, and you'll keep the weight off permanently, as opposed to what cardio doesn't do, all right? So the 5 mistakes is keeping you maybe fat or out of shape, or not get you in shape, all right? Now, obviously that's quite short-winded. If you're like me, top 2% of guys that want to get results a little bit quicker, and you're impatient, head down below in the comment section, and you can either, 1, grab my high testosterone metabolism optimizer, just pop your email in, you'll get that sent to you. Or if you want to get results a little bit quicker and get straight to it, you can book in a call with me or one of my team members, and we will draw a bit of a roadmap out for you, see where you are, and then potentially we can help you get to where you want to go. All right, like and subscribe, really appreciate you tuning in. Take care and have a great week.